As soon as I opened those accounts and I saw what money was actually in there and what I had to work with, that monster that had been weighing my shoulders down kind of shifted to a little monster plushie. Like, he was still there, but he was much more manageable and understandable than he was when I was just ignoring them.
Are you a maker who loves your craft but hates the money talk? Welcome to the Profit for Product podcast, where we help makers turn financial chaos into clarity, all in 20 minutes or less. I'm Megan Bergquist, a money coach for handmade business owners. Follow me as I cover everything from budgeting basics to scaling your finances. We've got the stories, strategies, and encouragement you need to stay on track. Each episode will break down financial concepts into bite-sized, easy-to-understand tips so that you can implement them easily. Whether you're just starting out or looking to scale your business, tune in to learn how to master your money so you can get back to making. Now let's get started.
Hi, I'm your host, Megan Bergquist, and today's going to be a real quickie episode. We're going to talk about 3 mindset shifts that you need to embrace when you are getting back after avoiding your finances for a little while. So I want you to tell me if you've ever been in this situation. You're plugging along, keeping with your finances, and you hit a busy season. Maybe the kids have a lot more after-school activities or extracurriculars, or you have a really intense project at work, or you're just in your busy season of your business. You skip a money date with yourself, or maybe you have no idea what I'm talking about, and that's another matter. And you brush it off because it's just one, right? We're just skipping one thing, except one turns into 2, turns into 5, and now you've got this little monster on your shoulders, and it's just weighing you down, and you just cannot bring yourself to go and look at your finances. But you know what you need to do, right? Like, you know logically that all you need to do is log into your accounts and look at them. But it feels way harder than it sounds. Please tell me I'm not alone in this. And if you're listening to this episode, I'm guessing something resonated, so I'm guessing you know what I'm talking about and how I was feeling. I finally got the courage to open up YNAB, which is an app called You Need a Budget, which is a literal godsend for me. And I finally took care of everything. But it had been 2 months. 2 months of me looking at that app on my phone, urging myself to do it, yet not having the brain space to be able to. 2 months of expenses going out. 2 months of me burying my head in the sand. And 1 day of me finally having enough of my shit and getting it done. There were 3 mindsets that I needed to embrace in order to move forward and get myself out of this rut or valley that I had dug myself into. Number 1, the pain of knowing is better than the pain of not knowing. Now, I'm sure that you have experienced this in some other area of your life before, where you have no idea what's going on, so your brain just makes this wild, crazy scenario that you know logically would not happen, does not make sense, but that doesn't stop your brain from spiraling, or at least it doesn't stop mine. But as soon as I opened those accounts and I saw what money was actually in there and what I had to work with, that monster that had been weighing my shoulders down kind of shifted to a little monster plushie. Like, he was still there, but he was much more manageable and understandable than he was when I was just ignoring them. And the biggest reason why he was more manageable was because now I could plan. When I was avoiding my finances, I had no idea exactly what was going on. I knew I had some orders that I had filled. I knew that I had expenses going out. But I had no idea how those interacted with the budget that I had set. Mindset shift number 2, I am the only one responsible for my business. If I want it to grow, I need to be taking care of it from the bottom. Now, I know this one seems really straightforward and understandable, but sometimes it's the simplest things that we struggle the most with. I have built my product business for 6 years now, and I friggin' love it. It is my baby. It is my first business. And sometimes it takes backseat. And sometimes it's easy to get caught up in the minutia of life and let it take backseat because you just don't have the brain space to properly care for it. So once I finally got up the courage to take care of it all, I had a plan and I worked the plan. There's nothing groundbreaking here, but it's a reminder to get back to basics and look and care for your business. And the last one is one of my least favorites. I mean, it's my most favorite, but it's also my least favorite. You ever had that happen before? And systems only work if I work them. Now, it's all great and dandy to have a written out process or SOP or system that you have in place to take care of your finances or your inventory or anything. But unless you actually go and do that thing, you actually commit to doing it regularly, then it's just a piece of paper or a document with some words on it. And the system only works if you go and do the thing. And honestly, that applies to so much of life, is that you got to show up, you got to do the thing. Those are the 3 mindsets that I had to accept and embrace as I climbed out of a valley in my life. This wasn't easy. Even as a money coach who's been working her system for years, my anxiety kept holding me back because I'm also human. Last time I checked anyway. So what I'm saying is you can do it too. It's okay to trip and fall. It's okay if your consistency looks different than other people's. What matters is that you get back up and keep going. If you found this helpful, send this to a friend who could benefit from these mindset shifts. See you next time.